What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to bring you a 3 looks 1 palette, and I'm going to be doing the 3 looks with my Too Faced Gingerbread palette. I've just been really in the mood for more natural, subtle looks, and this palette provides that for me, and I still wanted to keep up with my 3 looks 1 palettes. So this is going to be the one for this month. I'm catching up because I missed last month, so next month there will be 2. So definitely let me know down below if there's a particular palette that you would like to see me do a 3 looks with, because I will. I just need to get some feedback and I'll do it. But that being said, today's video is that. So if you are interested in seeing how I did this look and 2 others, hey guys, so I wanted to do another 3 looks 1 palette like I said earlier, and so today I'm going to be starting it with the Gingerbread palette from Too Faced. This was a limited edition, and to my knowledge it's no longer being sold, but for those who have this palette, I figured we could create some looks together, and maybe some of these looks will inspire you to use this palette again. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna only do one eye on camera, and then I'll do the other eye off camera, unlike what I typically do. So I'm just gonna take a really nice fluffy brush. This happens to be the one from the BH Cosmetics Marble collection, and this is the number 7 brush. And what I am going to do is go ahead and take the shade Gumdrop, which is this beautiful, beautiful pink shade, or magenta, really, and I'm just going to blow this out. I'm going to make sure to really go into this corner and really out, and just take my time to blend this shade out. This is a really pretty shade, and I really enjoyed this palette. I'm pretty sure I've done a review already. If I have, I will do my best to put it down below for you guys. Now I'm just going to take a more refined or smaller blending brush. This happens to be from Esam. It's the S33, and I am going to take Figgy Pudding, which is the darkest purple, and this is going to be put on my outer V. And I'm just gonna slightly bring this in. It's looking really, really pretty. And I'm just gonna go in with that first brush just to blend these 2 beauties together. I honestly forgot how good this palette is. Really forgot. Okay, so I'm really enjoying that. Okay, hopefully you guys, it's a better situation now. Now, what I'm going to do is just take a flat brush, but it's a little fluffy. So I'm going to use this one. This is my Sephora, what number is this? 13 brush. And I'm going to take Looky at My Cookie, which is a light pink. And take that, and that's going to be packed all over my lid. And it's actually coming off a little bit more peach. It's okay. Now I'm just going to take the shade, the brush that I had that purple shadow on, and just blend that lid color in. I'm going to take a little bit of it because I felt like it took away all the purple in my crease. All right, we're really rolling through this. Now I'm going to clean off a pencil brush And on this pencil brush, I'm going to use it to do my inner corner highlight. And this is going to be Frostbite Me, which is the lightest shimmer in this palette. And I'm just going to put her right in the inner corner. Okay, it looks like this is a little bit of a crumbly mess. So I'm going to take some setting spray. I'm going to load up my brush. So I have a good amount on there. I'm going to take some setting spray. And we're going to see how that does. There we go. Much better. And you see how now you can actually see what's going on there. And then now it's just time to do my lower lash line, which is going to be relatively quick for me. I'm going to take another fluffy flat brush. This is my Esom G27, and I am going to go into Figgy Pudding, which was the crease shade, well, outer V shade. And then I'm going to take that same really big brush and go back into Gumdrop, which was my actual crease shade, and just blend it out. And this is the look. I am just going to hop off camera really quickly. I need to put on my mascara, my eyeliner, and then I'm going to do this other eye. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this eye. I also need to finish up my base. So I'm going to do all that, and then I'll come back to show you guys my finished look. Hey guys, so this is the finished look. And now zoomed out, this is the finished look. If you're wondering what is on my base, foundation and mascara, foundation and concealer, it's the usual. On my cheeks, I have my Fumi palette. I used both Adrian and 7. I used a combination as the blush, and then as a blush topper and as a highlighter, I used the combination of the 2 blush toppers that I usually use, which is 24 Hour Champagne Diet and Stop and Smell the Rosé. I will also have a screenshot on the screen of my current nail polish and the names in case you guys are interested. On my lips is the Lip Intensity Toast and Butter. I think those are all the main things that people always ask me about, or people do ask me about sometimes. But with that being said, I'm gonna just stop talking and we're gonna get into look number 2. Hey guys, so this is look number 2. I've already primed my eyelids, and I actually already accidentally started, my bad. I put Gingerbread Latte in my crease. You can't really see it, it's pretty close to my skin tone. And then what I am going to do is go ahead and go into Gingerbread. And I'm just going to use the same brush, which is a Sigma E40, and just slightly lower where I place the brush in my crease. So this is pretty much actually in my crease, whereas the previous shade was in my transition. And this is just a warmer brown. So we're just building up the color. It's not really, I wouldn't say it's deeper than the previous color, just warmer. And now I'm going to switch brushes because I don't want to keep that brush. We're now going to go into an ECM brush. This is the ECM 33. I just use it because it's a tighter blending brush. And I'm going to go into Reindeer Paws, which is the darkest shade in this palette. And we're just going to really emphasize my outer V, but also bring this into the crease. I'm not going to add any additional product. We're just going to use what I had on the brush and blend it out. I will just go back and forth between the 2 brushes just to make sure that it blends out the way I envision it to. And the one thing I keep honestly forgetting about this palette is just how pigmented it is and how good it is. So sometimes I just put too much product on my balls when I just don't need it. It is okay. This is going to be a pretty soft look. I don't want too much depth. I'm just going to go a little bit more into Gingerbread just to blend that, what was it, Reindeer Paws shade out a little bit more. Alrighty. Next, we're gonna go into our lid shade color, and I'm taking a little bit of inspiration from a post that I just did on my Instagram, and I am going to put Spice of Life, which is the one green metallic in this palette, and I'm just gonna take it on this ECM brush. This is the ECM 27. I don't have any fixing spray or any additional base on this part of my lid. I'm just going in with the product. And now I'm just kind of tapping all over it. It helps to blend the shade, but also helps to make sure that it's really on my lid and it's not gonna fall halfway through the day or whatever have you. I'm liking this. It's not too harsh. It's not super metallic. I like that right now. Now what I'm going to do is just do my lower lash line really quickly. It's not going to be a very complicated lower lash line just because I'm not feeling that today. So I'm just gonna pull out another brush. This happens to be the Morphe M506, and I am gonna go back into Reindeer Path, I think, Paws, Reindeer Paws, and I'm just gonna put that right along my lower lash line. Okay, and I did make sure to connect it up top, so if you're doing this with me, make sure to connect it up top to the darker brown that you have on the outer V up there. And then I just wiped this brush off again, and what I'm going to do is actually go into Gingerbread, which is the warmer toned brown that I have in my crease, and that's going to be the shade that blends out this darker brown. And once again, I'm just going to connect up to the top. And that's pretty much the look. Oh, no, it's not. Just kidding. I need to do an inner corner highlight. Just going to reach for my Sonia G Pencil Pro and figure out what shade I want to put in my inner corner. I think I'm gonna start off with Spiked, what is this? Spiked Rum. We're gonna start off with that and see how dark it is. It looks to be like a purple with some silver flecks in there. That's pretty much what it is. Maybe it's a brown with silver flecks. No, I think it's a brown with silver flecks. I think my lack of glasses are just not doing me justice right now. And I am just gonna do my best to just blend it with both my lid shade and my crease and my lower lash line, just with that same brush. All I'm gonna do now is hop off camera, do my waterline, put some mascara on, and then I'll zoom out so that you guys can see the finished look. So I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. And this is how I ended look number 2. On my lips, I actually have a lip liner from MAC. It's Chestnut, and just a clear lip gloss from e.l.f. on top. My cheeks are my normal. I have my Laura Geller blush and Plumberry, and then my blush highlighter from Beauty Bakery. Everything else is normal. So yeah, if you're interested, stay tuned for look number 3. Alrighty guys, so I am here to do the third and final look for my 3 Lux 1 palette. My eyes may look a little choppy. I actually ended up doing a look earlier with a friend and I just took off the eyeshadow look. So do keep that in mind, but hopefully it will still not bother my look today. So for today's look, I think what I want to do first is to go into looking at my cookie. And this is going to be the shade that I use as a transition shade, more or less. And this is pretty light, so I'm not going to use a whole lot of this shadow, but I do want it to be a shadow that I can build on. Next, I'm gonna go into Spice is Nice, which is this beautiful, beautiful orange. And this is going to be my main crease shade. I am just gonna go ahead and still use this Eddie Funkhauser brush. And I'm just going to blow this beautiful orange shade out. Okay, so I'm really, really happy with this so far. My face looks very blown out. Hopefully, you're just not paying attention to that for right now. Now what I'm going to do is work on my outer V area. I'm going to use a small pencil brush from BH Cosmetics. It's the number 11 in their really bright collection. And I am going to go into Reindeer Paws, which is the brown in this shade, in this palette. And just really build out that outer V area. I'm actually not going to go ahead and take this. I'm not going to take this into my crease. I purely just want the shade to be on my outer V. And I am going to go ahead and go back with my Eddie Funkhauser brush and Spice is Nice and just blend it out. And I'm just going to go back and forth with these two brushes to make sure it appears the way I want it to. I guess habit has gotten away from me because I just kind of brought my brush in, but I didn't add any more additional products, so it's all good. And then what I'm going to do is take a flat brush, any flat brush. This happens to be one from Freedom. It probably was a lip brush. And I'm going to go into Hot Toddy, which is one of my favorite shades in this palette. It is a bit crumbly though, so do keep that in mind. And this shade actually reminds me of my nail polish color. I'm loving both. They're like red to orange duochromes, and they're really, really pretty. I also have a little bit of green in my nail polish too. It is a stunning polish, and I will do my best to have the list and link to all of the nail polishes in this video down below. All right, and all I'm gonna do now is just replicate what's up top down below, and I'm just going to take, actually I can take that same pencil brush that I used prior with reindeer paws and put her right under my lower lash line. And then I am going to go into the orange with my Eddie Funkhauser brush, Spice is Nice, and blend her out. So the only thing I am missing now is an inner corner highlight, and for that, I think what I'm gonna go and do is go into Spiced Eggnog, which is like a warm pinky-ish color shade metallic situation. And this is a really, really soft Chikuhodo brush. I haven't actually used this brush for this purpose, but I'm glad I am now. I think that this brush is good. It allows you to put the product exactly where you want, but because it's so fluffy and it has so much air, I can actually blend out my inner corner highlight with this brush as well. So this is pretty much the finished look. All I'm gonna do is go off camera, do all of my liners and mascaras, and then I will come back to show you guys the finished look. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. And yeah, I pretty much have my normal base as always. I am actually doing a little bit of an ombre lip today, and I have a Bittersweet on the outside, and then I have Hudson, both from ABH, on my lips. My base as always is the same. I am almost done with my Revolution Pro foundation. I cannot wait to be done with that foundation. It's nice, but I'm over it. And yeah, like I said, I'm done with my 3 Looks 1 palette for the Gingerbread palette. I'm pretty sure I've already done a review at some point on this palette. And because this was limited edition, I don't feel as though I need to do another review for you guys, or even a more exclusive review. I just wanted to give you guys some looks in case you have this palette and you didn't have any new ideas on some new combinations of shades that you can use. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, y'all,